change the lighting in the picture so you can see the images better. But y'all can look at this picture right here to know it's the other one I'm going to show you. And I'd ask you when each and every time I show you an image in this picture, I'd like for you to pause it and look at this image your own self. I took this picture in December 15th, 2011, and this picture right here has made me read the whole Bible and get baptized and stuff. And I believe the Lord wants me to share this picture with everybody. So take a look at what I'm going to show you. Let's get started. All right. In this first image right here, and like I asked, every time I show you an image, I would like for you to pause your computer and look at this image. Right here where this cross is, here's an eyeball. Here's another eye. Down here is a nose. Here's the mouth. And there's a tongue sticking out of his mouth. Alright, we move over here, and he's got big, long horns on his head. Alright, moving on to the next one. You'll notice there's a guy right here, there's a guy right here, and there's a guy right here. And they're under his horn. Alright, we'll zoom in just a little bit. Alright, notice this first guy right here. He looks like his head's to the side, as if, you know, he was laying on a pillow or something. And you'll notice he's wearing a metal helmet with a metal piece over his nose. This black part here's an eye. Here's the other eye, the side of his head where his ear is. Here's his mouth, and there's his chin. Alright, moving on to the next one. This guy here is looking straight at you. Here's his chin. There's his mouth. Here's his nose. There's an eye, and there's an eye. And if you'll notice, he's wearing a crown. And it's even got the little dips in the top of the crown, the way they used to make them. Alright, and right next to him, this guy is like a side profile of his face. He's kind of looking up a little bit. Here's his mouth. There's his nose. Here's his eye. He's even got a bag under his eye. And a black dot there and one there. And, you know, he kind of don't look human. Alright, moving on. But like I said, after every image, pause this thing and look at these images. Alright, here's another side view. And he's looking to the left of the computer. Side view of him. This black line right here, here's a beard. And you can even see the tie in the beard. Alright, moving up to his mouth right here. His mouth's open. You see his teeth. His top lip. A thin top lip, by the way. His nose is kind of pointy. Runs up his forehead to his forehead. There's an eye. There's the other eye. He's wearing a golden band on his head. And an elongated skull. Now, tell me this don't look like an Egyptian pharaoh. This looks just like an Egyptian pharaoh. He's even the color they're supposed to be and everything. Alright, moving on to the next one. Now, this guy is looking the same way as the pharaoh right here is. And you'll look down here. You see what looks like a white beard. Alright. His chin going up to his bottom lip. You see his bottom lip. You can even see that black line there where the lips are separated, where there's two different lips. And the top upper lip, which is a long upper lip. And then you got his nose right here. There's his eye. He's got a bag under his eye. You can see his fat cheek. Alright. Here's an ear. This looks like his forehead. And it appears like he's got some kind of hair on his head with 2 horns coming out of his head. Alright, moving on to the next one. And like I said, I probably keep saying it, pause your computer after every image so you can look at these things. Because there's so much stuff, I just need to show you quick and move on. Alright, I'm going to point this out real quick and then we'll zoom in a little bit. Right here where this cross is, it's a head. You can see its eye. It's got horns. Alright, but it has no body, it don't look like. Alright, and this image next to it, dude's head up here, you can see his shoulders, his arms going down. Looks like he's wearing some kind of white breastplate. And a little black dot right there, right above that cross right there is his mouth. He's got lots of eyes in his head too, by the way. And Christ said when he returns, he'd be full of eyeballs. Alright, right here next to him is another one kind of like him, but he's sitting sideways. He's like on his knees. He looks like he's praying, and you can see his wings on the back. Alright, this little power line right here that was in the front of my picture. If you'll look, there's a guy's head right there above that line, and then there's another dude and another dude, and maybe one over here, and they're all wearing white robes. The second dude in line, you can even see his neckline of his garment he's wearing. All right, and this guy right here, the first head I showed you, he's even got just a ball with a patch of hair on the top of his head. Now let's zoom in a little more. And by the way, Jesus Christ is in this picture 3 times. It blowed me away. All right, here's the head we was talking about. You can see its eye. You can see its mouth down here. It's got horns, but it appears like it don't have no body. Maybe something coming from it that's like waving in the air or something, but no body, I don't think. All right, look at this dude's head right here. If you have the high definition computer and stuff, you can tell he's got lots of eyeballs in his head. They're everywhere in his head. And Christ said when he come back, he'd be full of eyes. All right, you can see his shoulders going down. You can see his arms. And it almost appears like his fingers are hanging over his light line. It's crazy, man. The other arm over here. The shoulders. Like I said, the breastplate. Moving over here to this guy. He's sitting sideways. He looks like he's praying. You can see wings on his back. Alright, moving over down here to these guys. Like I said, pause it after every image. Look at it real hard. And keep looking. If you have to back it up so that I point it out again, we'll do that. And look right above this line here. You can see this guy's head. You can see his eyes, his nose. You can tell he's wearing a white robe of some kind. This other guy's behind him here. You can tell he's got black hair and stuff. But right up on the line there, you can see the neckline of his robe, man. It's so wild. It's so mind-boggling. There's so much detail in this. It has to be a gift from God. It could be nothing else. Let me just zoom just a little more. I'll zoom it in for just a little more for y'all. It's because it's kind of little. And it really needs to be seen good. I mean, I can see it really good, but this will be y'all's first time. And I hope you watch this over and over again so that you can see it. And tell everybody about it, for everybody needs to see this. Look, you can see what looks like a mouth there. He might even have some kind of beard. But he's got eye after eye after eye in his head. It's so weird. And like I said, the head here next to him that don't appear to have no body. And then you got the other guy over here again with the wings. And look, you see this guy's face real good now. This guy, and you see his neckline of his outfit and stuff, and they're just people lined up there. And you need to know that these are the prophets, by the way. This is what he's let me know. These are the prophets he sent to Israel that was killed in Jerusalem. And they killed the prophets, and then they killed the son. Actually, we got to back it up a little more. Just one other thing I got to show you real quick. Oop, wrong way. All right. Jesus was crucified at a place called Calvary. There was 3 crosses. There was 2 thieves with him. One thief mocked him, the other thief took up for him, and the one that took up for him, he said, "You'll be in paradise with me today." All right, there's 2 crosses right here in front of you. Not 3, 2 like the story tells. 2 crosses. All right, and we'll look at them real quick. Right here's where a hand would have been. Go across. The other hand would have been here, and then the long part of the cross. You know, would have nailed his feet down here somewhere. All right. Boom. Boom. All right. We got another cross here. Hand here. Hand over here. Long part. But you'll notice it appears like this guy is still on his cross. For this is the thief that took up for him, and you'll notice he's still on his cross. But there's not nobody on this cross. And here in a few minutes, I'll show you why. All right. I'm going to point these out really fast, and then we'll zoom in and look at them. All right. And like I said, pause after every image. You'll notice right here, there's some hands. There's a guy with black hair. You see his eyebrows, see his forehead, his eyes, his nose. You can even see his beard and stuff. What I'm telling you right now, that's Jesus Christ. This is what I believe to be Jesus Christ. And this is him praying right before they took him. This is the cross they put him on after they scourged him. Then after they crucified him, then this is him when they took him down right here. You see a black line right here right above his cross. You'll notice his eyelid is closed. And you can see his nose coming down. You can see the nostril holes. You can see his mustache. You can see his lips. You can see his beard. And I wasn't allowed to see this image until I got baptized a couple of months ago. For I had this whole time, since December last year, finding all this stuff, but I was not allowed to find that one until I got baptized, because when you're baptized into the burial of Christ, into his burial. All right. And you'll notice right here above his eye is another figure. You can see his arms stretching out, his face. He's got a crown on. See his belt. You can see his body coming down, and where the eyelashes of the one that's dead is now the one that's resurrected. His hip going down to his knee. You can even see right here above his cross where he got stabbed in the side. And I'm telling you, the 4 living creatures are right here pressed in one body next to him. They're right here again, but I have to change the lighting of it to show you. And I don't know if I'll do it in this video, but I'll make another one with the regular picture, and I'll show you. All right. And there's a lamb. There's a mother lamb right here. There's a father lamb right here. There's a baby lamb right here, the sacrificial lamb, and then we got the sacrificial lamb of God right under him. And by the way, there's a sheepdog right here too. When you got sheep, you got a sheepdog. This is so amazing, man. And he knew if I read it, I would see it. I'm telling you, this is a warning. He'll be back soon. Now let's zoom in and look at this. Like I said, right here's his hands. Here's his hair. There's his forehead, his eyebrows, his nose, his cheeks, his mustache, and his beard. I mean, you see it so good, man. I mean, come on, people. Who does that look like? I mean, come on. How many people can say they know what this man might have looked like? Come on. And again, over here he is dead. There's his eyelashes. The eyelid's closed. Here's his nose going down. You can see his nostril holes. You can see his mustache. You can see his lips. You can see his bottom lip real good. And then you got his beard. Well, this is him dead, I tell you. After they took him down off his cross, it's over here. All right. And here's the other one, where he's resurrected, ascending to heaven. You can see his leg, his hip going down to his knee. You can almost see the belt in his garment. You can see where he got stabbed in the side right there. You can see his arms. You can see his face right there, man. And look, he's wearing a crown. He's got a veil over his face, by the way. And Christ says when he ascended to heaven, he took Moses' veil with him. Well, I'm telling you, he's wearing it. Right now, right in front of you. Ooh. I'll zoom in on just a little more. See, once I messed with this lighting of this picture, man, wow, it just popped out like it was meant to be this way. Please, I mean, it's free will. You can believe what you're hearing or not believe. It's totally up to you. It's called free will. For God give it to everybody, even his angels, knowing they do what they done. But he still give it to you. Because I'll tell you why. If you're forced to love somebody, that's not love. But if you're free to love somebody, that's true love, baby. Right there, that's true love. Look at him. You can see his crown. You see his face. He's wearing a veil over it. Look, you can see his arms. Look, you can even tell he's wearing them kind of clothes he wore back then. You can see the neckline right here. Oh, he's wearing a robe and got the skirt thing or dress thing on under it. The robe, whatever they call them. Look, right here. The 4 living creatures. You can't see the bull, by the way, because he's in the back. But look, right where this cross is, there's an eye. There's an eye. Here's his nose. There's his mouth, his chin. That's the face of the man. All right. Look, face coming down. The mouth's open. The bottom of the neck. That looks like the line. That's what it looks like. Look, and right here, beside this man's face, you can see the head coming down to the beak coming in. And you can even see where this beak comes together, where the bottom part and the top part meet. And you can see his eyes so good right there, man. That's just like what Revelation talks about, the 4 living creatures standing around the throne. Well, there it is, right there in front of you. I mean, you ain't got to believe it, but I think you would want to explore this and find out if I'm telling the truth or not, because this might be your last chance. 2012 might be the real deal, and I might have got this picture a year in advance, but I got it on the 15th and not the 21st. Because we may be raptured away before that happens. All right, now look at this mother lamb's face. All right, she's sideways. It's a side view. The chin, look, the mouth's open. You got the nostrils right there, the snout, and you can see the nostril holes. Coming up to the forehead, its eyes right there, and the head coming around to the top. And it's got its mouth open, like a mother lamb with banning for her baby. Back. Banning for it. And there's the baby lamb right there. It's banning for it. All right, here's the father lamb. A lot of them, male lambs have bald faces and they have a patch of hair on top of their head. Well, here's his snout going up. Kind of curved right here at the bottom part where his mouth would be. The snout's going up. Here's an eye. Here's an eye. And there's the top of his head and there's the hair on top of his head. The father lamb. The mother lamb. The father lamb. And when you got these sheep, you got a sheep dog. Well, there's his nose right there. The black part, that's his nose. Here's his snout going up. There's an eye. There's an eye. Top of his head going around. Look, there's his ear. Look, the side of his face coming down. Boom, a dog, man. Come on. He's making it so obvious. You have to be a total atheist and not know nothing about the Bible to not know what this was. Look, baby lamb. Here's an eye. Here's an eye. Here's the nose. I guess that an ear, the head going around, the body. Boom, coming back to the back legs, front legs. Boom, baby lamb, sacrificial lamb. I mean, you sacrificed stuff back then, it was pure. It could never have been worked in the field. It could have never made it. Well, boom. The sacrificial lamb, the Lamb of God, the good shepherd that dies for his flock. And people don't think his story is real. Well, it's real, baby. It's 100% real. Look, 3 pyramids of Giza. 1, 2, 3. Look, the temple of the Lord that Solomon built that got tore down. Look, America, the great Babylon, baby, the great Babylon. Look, you might sound like I'm ranting and raving, but check this out. Statue of Liberty's face. There's an eye. There's an eye. Here's her nose. Look, you can even see the top of her head. You can see the spikes coming out of her head like it does. Look, and then places up in the top of it, Statue of Liberty, you go up and look out. Like I said, pause these images after you look at them. Check it out. Explore it. But for now, I'm done. Oh, except for one more thing. Let's look at one more thing real quick. No, I'm done. And then I'll make another one later with the picture original the way it's supposed to be. Look, it's just rat heads on into his horn. Rat head. There's an eye. There's an eye. Boom. Look, you can see his ear right there. There's another face right here. An eye, nose, mouth, chin. This picture is so many faces in this picture that you would not believe how many is in there. Look, look, look. In Revelation, he said he's seen the face of the tiger coming out of the throne. Well, boom, there's an eye, the nose, the mouth, and the flame part. Cat's face. But it's just chocked with pictures. They're everywhere. I mean, I've had it since December last year, man, and I'm telling you, there's stuff, and it's still finding stuff in this. Look, it looks like a part of a wheel, which could have been Ezekiel's wheel within a wheel. Who knows? I mean, look, 10 plagues, X's. The frog, there's an eye. There's an eye. Here's his back going back, and you see his back leg. See his front leg? It's a frog, man. 10 plagues, X's. I mean, people want to argue with me and say, well, this is just coincidence. Well, I tell you right now, this picture is 100% real, and watch what you say, because you'll be denying your king, man. Don't deny him, because that's a quick trip to hell, baby. I barely looked at a Bible before I got this picture. I was blind, but now I see. And look, it says in the Bible that Jesus said, for those who are given much, much is expected of them. Well, I consider this picture much, and I'm trying to show it to the world. I was showing it to person after person, but now I finally learned how to do this stuff right here, and now I'm on YouTube for the first time, and check out what I got. I look forward to your comments and what you got to say, man, good or bad, but be careful. And I'll see y'all next time, man. God be with you.